Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Done Deal. I'm here with Lala, and this is the Progress Report.
So who is Done Deal?
Done Deal is a producer, a father, and a hustler.
Word. And how long have you been making music?
Since 2006.
2006.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. You started off as an artist first, right?
Yeah, started off as an artist.
Okay.
You know, I did my rap thing for a little bit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, now talk about being an artist and some of the differences that you kind of seen from being an artist and a producer and just the hustle and the grind, that type of thing.
Well, being an artist, you're kind of on other people's time, you know? I mean, I'm sure in every aspect you're on other people's time, but I felt like I had more responsibilities as an artist, you know? Having to practice, shows, all that kind of stuff, that takes a lot out of you.
Right.
And so the differences are the fact that being a producer, you kind of make your own hours, but it's all about the type of money you want to make.
True.
You know?
So now talk about that though, like as a producer, the work ethic, how does a producer move? Like what is the life of a producer?
It's every day. No matter what, you gotta make a beat. You gotta be doing something, looking up something, getting inspired, not being complacent, not sitting around. You know, it's a everyday hustle. Even if you're at your house every day, it's making beats. It's on the internet. It's showing people exactly, you know, that you're out here.
Right.
Because more than the music, it's your name.
Word. Now, what type of things inspire you?
What inspires me? Money, for one. Marijuana, the second. And beautiful women, the third. But nowadays, what inspires me, that was my old list, like how I started.
Gotcha.
But nowadays, it's just being happy, period. My motivation, what makes me get to the point of being able to make the beats that I make is feeling good.
Right.
You know, waking up every day knowing that I'm on to the next level, you know.
Word, I definitely respect that. Now let's kind of go through some of the things that you produce. You have an extensive resume of, you know, hits. Now talk about some of the songs that you produce and just go from there.
Okay. Most people know me for Stoner, She Twerkin, Hannah Montana. I did Cake for Trey Songz, Burried Alive for Logic, ASAP Rocky, Bachelor. Who else? There's a lot.
Right.
Pee Wee Longway, Breaking My Wrist, like all the old stuff from Pee Wee Longway, the MPA stuff. I think I did almost that whole mixtape. A lot of stuff for Gucci, Point in My Life, So Much Money, so many other beats that haven't come out, songs. Future, shit, like 3 or 4, No Love. What else did I do? Double Cups of Molly. A lot of people don't know I did that one. And what's the one with me, Spins, and Metro? Break the Rules.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a lot.
Word.
A lot of stuff that hasn't come out yet, but it's on the way.
That's dope. Now, when you hear a song after you produce it and even after the lyrics get on it, do you know if it's a hit or how does that work in your head?
I know it's a hit if I can't stop listening to it. Every second of every minute I'm sitting there playing with it and trying to make it better. If I'll just explain, like Hannah Montana, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is dope. It needs some work. There's some things I hear that'll make it better. What'll take it to the next level. And sometimes it's not a hit until you make it a hit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not you got a producer and artist relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you get in with people, when you're able to put something together. Because I mixed She Twerkin, I mixed Stoner, and I mixed Hannah Montana. And they may not be the best mixes, but are they hit songs?
That's
you know?
True. Now, how would you describe your production style? Of course, you know, I will put a melodic twist on there with some trap. But how would you define it yourself?
I'd have to say I'm probably more soulful. Not churchy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between, like, churchy producers and soulful producers. I can add a lot of soul to a beat, even if it's trap. So, usually that ends up working in my favor. Musically, I'd have to put myself at, like, I don't know, I'd say right above somebody that's trained to play. You know what I'm saying? Because my mind works in the music.
Right.
A lot of people that are trained to play really can't even make beats.
Now, what are your thoughts on the current state of, you know, Black America? I know you just went through a situation where you were locked up and falsely accused of something, which was crazy, you know, on a personal level and public level. But just kind of talk about the position of the Black person. I'm not even going to just limit it to males in America. And right now, you know, we're in such a critical time. This is crazy. So what are your thoughts?
Well, firstly, I'd like to say that, you know, I thank God every day that I'm not in jail for something I didn't do. You know, and I know a lot of people out there. I'm one of the lucky ones to only spend 10 days in jail and be blessed with a settlement. But I know a lot of people out there don't make it to jail. They get shot, you know what I'm saying, for nothing.
Right.
And I'm just blessed that I was able to see another day. But when it comes to how America is, I think that's something that's got to change.
Absolutely.
You know, Black lives do matter no matter what anybody says, because we're the ones taking so much. I mean, could you imagine just being picked up off the street or picked off in the airport and taken to jail for something you have nothing to do with?
Bananas.
You know, it happens to us. I just say that it needs to change. My son was born when I was like 21. Right now I'm 30. And when my son was born, it made me totally change. That's when I got my first song on the radio.
It's crazy.
You know, that's when I just started getting things done. You know, I lived with my mom up until I was 20, and then, you know, as soon as my son was born, I had a place. I was putting money together. I knew how to save. I mean, kids make you grow up. So my son definitely helped me for the better.
Discuss a few, I'm not going to just say one, but a few of your greatest memories from being an experienced producer, from traveling. You know, my favorite probably would be when we went through the mansions in the Hollywood Hills to go see Trey Songz. And not because it was Trey Songz, it was because of the experience. The houses were beautiful, and just to get to that point. So talk about some of your greatest memories that you've achieved so far.
Well, yeah, definitely those. That was cool.
Right.
What up, Trey Songz? What up, Detail? Went up to Detail's house, too. There's so many experiences, it's hard to pinpoint one, because I've done a lot of things people, you know, can't do. I've been to the nicest houses, been to, you know, private islands, private jets, all that stuff. It's all fun. But my greatest memory, I'd have to say, honestly, is being able to go up on stage and getting an award in front of my peers, like people like Hit Boy, and, you know, the biggest artists in the game, Timberland, and, you know, people clap for you when you do good. So, you know, I got 2 ASCAP awards last year, and, you know, just to be able to get that recognition, I think those are some of the greatest moments.
Absolutely. Now, what are some of your future goals, and where are you at mentally right now?
Mentally, I'm on hustle mode. I'm not stopping. I'm going straight for it. I'm making sure that, you know, I'm getting shit done. And right now, my goal is working with my boy C4. We're doing a mixtape right now called Just Saying. It's gonna be probably like 16, 17 songs with everybody from Young Thug, Quavo, Yaki, all the hardest artists in Atlanta, 2 Chainz, what's up, Guwap, what's up, Lil Uzi. We're just trying to go through them and, you know, hopefully give you guys something that you can listen to for the next year and not get tired of.
Definitely. What would your advice be to an upcoming musician, producer, anybody that's really trying to enter the business?
Okay. Always stress this is consistency, but also, if you have people you're coming up with, you know, artists, or, you know, your brother can rap, even if you don't take it seriously, but you think they're dope, stick with them, no matter what. You never know what they're going to turn into. You know, it just takes from one person making it to everybody making it. Like, I remember when Cash Out and Young Thug used to be working together, and Future would come through, and everybody would just be in the studio together, and the biggest artist at the time was Young Ralph and J Money.
Okay.
You know, and Future and everybody was just trying to come up, but they came up. The come up was real. You know, it takes time to get it to that point. So for a producer, I'd have to say, sit tight. You know, your watch your people and make sure they move the way you want them to. You know, that's probably the biggest thing I could say, is that you never know who you're working with.